Welcome, dear friends, to a gentle journey through 140 soothing facts about Ben 10's, a beloved animated series that has captured the imaginations of many since its debut in 2005. From the first spark of the Omnitrix to the far reaching adventures of a young hero named Ben Tennyson, this story has unfolded into an expansive universe filled with unforgettable characters, extraordinary transformations, and timeless lessons. Tonight, we'll explore the quiet wonders of Ben 10, touching on its creation, its aliens, and the bonds it has built with its fans across generations. As we drift through these calming facts, let them wash over you like a soft breeze, inviting you to relax and unwind. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to settle into a peaceful space. Let go of any tension in your body and feel the warmth of the night surrounding you, steady and comforting. With each soft fact, we'll journey deeper into the world of Ben 10, gently exploring its history and legacy, one peaceful step at a time. And if you enjoy drifting through stories like this, you're welcome to subscribe and softly tell me where you're listening from tonight. Now, let's begin our journey, letting the quiet world of Ben 10 unfold before us. Fact 1: Ben 10 first premiered on December 27th, 2005 on Cartoon Network. Created by the talented duo Joe Casey and Joe Kelly, along with Glenn Murakami, the show introduced viewers to Ben Tennyson, an ordinary boy who stumbles upon the extraordinary Omnitrix. This device grants him the ability to transform into 10 different aliens, each with unique powers. The series quickly captivated audiences, blending action, humor, and heart, and became a cornerstone of Cartoon Network's programming for years to come. The show's innovative premise would soon lead to multiple spin-offs and a dedicated fan base across generations. Fact 2: the Omnitrix, the central device in Ben 10, was created by an alien race known as the Galvans. Its purpose was originally to serve as a device for understanding and preserving alien DNA. When Ben discovers the Omnitrix in a remote forest, he accidentally activates it, becoming the first human to wear the device. The Omnitrix then bonds with Ben, giving him access to a collection of alien forms, allowing him to transform at will. Over time, Ben learns to harness the device's powers, learning more about his responsibility as a hero and the wider universe. 3. Ben Tennyson's character was inspired by the idea of a child who could grow into a hero, not through traditional means, but via the incredible power of the Omnitrix. Unlike other superheroes, Ben's journey was deeply personal. He had to face the challenges of being both a normal kid and a superhero. His story was one of growth, where he learned not only to use the Omnitrix's abilities, but also to take responsibility for his actions. Over the course of the series, Ben's character became more mature, yet he still retained his youthful energy and impulsiveness. Fact 4: one of the most iconic elements of Ben 10 is the diverse array of alien forms that Ben can transform into, each with its own set of powers. From the powerful heat-visioned Heat Blast to the super-strong and unyielding Four Arms, every alien brought its unique qualities to the table. This variety was part of the appeal, giving each episode a fresh dynamic. With each alien form, Ben was able to approach challenges in new ways, and audiences enjoyed seeing which form he would use next, making each transformation a moment of suspense and excitement. Fact 5: Ben's first major antagonist was Vilgax, a powerful warlord who sought the Omnitrix for his own purposes. Vilgax's first appearance in the series marked a turning point, as it became clear that Ben's heroics were not just about protecting Earth from everyday threats, but also about defending the universe from powerful forces. Vilgax was relentless in his pursuit of the Omnitrix, and his complex multi episode storyline became one of the central arcs of the early seasons of Ben 10. His cold, calculating nature contrasted sharply with Ben's youthful optimism, creating a tense dynamic that fueled the series. Fact 6. Ben 10's animation style was unique for its time, blending vibrant colors with bold, dynamic action scenes. The show's art direction gave it a distinctive look, with characters often drawn with exaggerated features and expressive faces. The aliens, in particular, were designed to be visually striking, each having a distinct color palette and set of features that set them apart from one another. This unique style helped the show stand out, especially during its early years, and contributed to its longevity as a fan favorite. The animation helped bring the action packed world of Ben 10 to life. Fact 7. The series introduced a number of memorable characters who became integral to Ben's journey. His cousin Gwen, who possesses magical abilities, and Grandpa Max, who has a mysterious past and knowledge of the alien world, were by Ben's side throughout his adventures. Together, they formed a close knit team that balanced each other's strengths and weaknesses. While Ben was the impulsive, action driven hero, Gwen provided wisdom and strategy, and Grandpa Max was the seasoned protector, guiding them through the complexities of their world. This family dynamic was at the heart of the series' emotional depth. Fact 8. In 2008, Ben 10 expanded into a new format with Ben 10 Alien Force, which introduced a more mature Ben who was now 15 years old. This series marked a significant shift in tone as Ben faced increasingly complex challenges. The new series explored themes of responsibility, identity, and the burden of power. The Omnitrix also took on a new role, and Ben was no longer alone in his journey. New allies, like Kevin Levin and a more developed Gwen, joined him, and they worked together to stop powerful enemies who threatened the universe itself. Fact 9. Ben 10's universe grew further with the introduction of the Ben 10 Ultimate Alien series. This show explored a more mature version of Ben, who, after the events of Alien Force, discovers a new power within the Omnitrix. Known as the Ultimatrix, this device allowed Ben to access more powerful versions of his existing aliens, referred to as ultimate forms. These ultimate aliens added a new layer of complexity to Ben's character, as he had to balance his evolving power with the responsibilities of being a hero. The series explored deeper philosophical themes about power and its consequences. Fact 10. Throughout the series, Ben 10's universe continued to expand with several spin offs and movies. One of the most notable films was Ben 10 Secret of the Omnitrix, which explored the origins of the Omnitrix and Ben's connection to its creators. The film was a fan favorite, as it answered many long asked questions about the device's origins and Ben's place in the larger universe. The film's success cemented the Omnitrix as not just a tool for transformation, but also a key piece of the series' mythology, propelling Ben 10 into even broader cultural significance. Fact 11. The Omnitrix was designed by Asmuth, a genius Galvan, who created it as a way to store and preserve the DNA of various species. Asmuth intended it to be a tool for understanding the vast diversity of life across the universe. However, he never intended for it to fall into the hands of a human, let alone a 10-year-old boy. Despite this, Ben's accidental discovery of the Omnitrix led to the device's primary purpose being used to protect Earth, shaping Ben's destiny as a hero. Azimuth's creation was meant to be a scientific marvel, but became an instrument of heroism. Fact 12. The first alien Ben transforms into is Heat Blast, a fiery being made of molten rock with the power to generate intense heat and fire. Heat Blast's appearance is striking, with his bright orange body resembling a fiery lava creature. The first transformation is memorable not just for its dramatic effect, but for how it introduces the audience to the concept of the Omnitrix. Ben's initial panic and excitement mirror the audience's own, creating an instant connection with the character and setting the tone for the rest of his alien transformations throughout the series. Fact 13. Four Arms, another of Ben's first transformations, is a towering alien with superhuman strength and four muscular arms. This alien was designed to be Ben's go-to for physical confrontations, as he could overpower nearly any opponent. Four Arms quickly became a fan favorite due to his imposing size and strength, as well as his loyal and somewhat humorous nature. His role in many of Ben's battles solidified him as one of the most iconic of the Omnitrix aliens, showing how each transformation could be used strategically depending on the situation. Fact 14. Ben's enemies were just as diverse as his alien transformations. One of his most notable foes is the alien warlord Vilgax, who relentlessly pursues the Omnitrix throughout the series. Vilgax's appearance is as menacing as his intentions, with his alien armor and commanding presence making him a memorable antagonist. Over time, Vilgax's motivations evolve from mere conquest to an obsession with destroying Ben. His battles with Ben are some of the most intense in the series, pushing Ben to grow both as a hero and as a person, ultimately challenging his beliefs and sense of responsibility. Fact 15. Gwen Tennyson, Ben's cousin, is a central character in the series, bringing wisdom and magical abilities into the mix. While Ben relies on the Omnitrix to transform into various aliens, Gwen's power comes from her magical abilities, which include telekinesis and energy blasts. Gwen's character often serves as the voice of reason, guiding Ben when his impulsive actions put him in danger. Over time, Gwen's character evolves, and she learns to master her powers. Her journey is integral to the series, as she grows into a strong and independent character in her own right. Fact 16. Grandpa Max, Ben's mentor, plays an important role in the series. A former plumber, a secret organization tasked with protecting Earth from alien threats, Grandpa Max is a seasoned veteran who helps guide Ben and Gwen on their adventures. His background as a plumber adds layers to the story, as he's often the one who explains the alien threats they face. Despite his age, Grandpa Max is a capable fighter and a loving grandfather, always looking out for Ben and Gwen while imparting life lessons that shape their growth throughout the series. Fact 17. Ben's friend, Kevin Levin, starts as an antagonist, but later becomes one of his most trusted allies. Kevin has the ability to absorb and mimic any material he touches, turning it into a weapon. This power makes him a formidable opponent, but also a unique character whose motivations are complicated by his troubled past. His relationship with Ben is complex, as they initially clash due to their differing views on power and responsibility. Over time, Kevin becomes an essential part of Ben's team, adding depth to the series by exploring themes of redemption and trust. Fact 18. Ben's transformations are not just physical, they also require him to adjust emotionally to the new abilities each alien provides. Early on, Ben struggles with controlling his transformations, often turning into an alien unintentionally or at the wrong time. This adds an element of unpredictability to his adventures. As the series progresses, Ben gains a deeper understanding of his powers, learning how to control the Omnitrix more effectively. However, he still faces moments of uncertainty, especially when he's forced to rely on his alien forms in critical situations, leading to growth in both his abilities and character. Fact 19. Ben 10's storytelling spans a variety of themes, including family, responsibility, and personal growth. Ben's journey is not just about fighting villains or saving the world, it's also about learning how to balance his normal life with his extraordinary powers. Throughout the series, Ben grapples with the consequences of his actions, realizing that with great power comes great responsibility. His growth as a hero mirrors his development as a person, as he learns to prioritize the well being of others over his own desires, showing how the series weaves in moral lessons alongside its thrilling action. Fact 20. One of the defining features of Ben 10 is the way it blends science fiction with superhero elements. The show's premise, which centers around a young boy wielding an alien device, offers a unique take on both genres. The Omnitrix itself is a mix of advanced technology and alien biology, serving as both a tool and a symbol of the series' fusion of the fantastical and the scientific. This blend allows the series to explore diverse themes, from the ethics of genetic manipulation to the potential of technology to reshape the world, all within a fun and engaging framework. Fact 21. Ben's transformation into Diamond Head is one of the most memorable and visually striking. Diamond Head's body is made of sharp, translucent crystal, giving him immense durability and the ability to create weapons from his own body. This alien's design was inspired by the concept of strength and beauty, as Diamond Head can both withstand immense damage and cut through obstacles with ease. His calm, stoic nature contrasts with the more explosive personalities of other aliens, and his ability to create crystal constructs adds a tactical advantage to Ben's arsenal of transformations. Fact 22. One of the most popular transformations in the Ben 10 universe is XLR-8, a sleek, speedy alien with the ability to move at incredible velocities. XLR-8's design was inspired by a velociraptor, giving him a distinctly agile and aerodynamic look. His ability to outrun any adversary makes him an invaluable tool for Ben when speed is of the essence. XLR-8's fast-paced action sequences bring a sense of exhilaration to the series, as Ben zips through landscapes and evades danger with precision, highlighting the thrill of velocity as a superpower. Fact 23. The transformation into gray matter allows Ben to shrink down to a tiny size while retaining his full intellect. As one of the most clever of his alien forms, gray matter's small size belies his enormous brain power. He can solve complex problems and outwit enemies much larger than himself. Despite his size, gray matter often proves to be one of the most useful aliens, showing that brains can be just as important as brawn. This transformation highlights the value of intellect over physical strength, reinforcing the theme of thinking before acting. Fact 24. Ben's alien transformations are not just about power, but also about personality. Each alien form has its own unique traits, and Ben must learn how to work with these personalities. For instance, Wildvine, an alien with plant based abilities, is more calm and adaptable, able to grow vines and control plant life. Wildvine's gentle nature is a stark contrast to the more aggressive forms like Four Arms or Heat Blast. This dynamic plays a significant role in how Ben adapts to his ever changing situations, teaching him the importance of patience and balance. Fact 25: the first movie in the Ben 10 franchise, Ben 10 Secret of the Omnitrix, was released in 2007. This film is a significant part of the series as it explores the true origins of the Omnitrix and Ben's connection to its creation. The movie delves into the background of the Omnitrix, revealing that it was designed not only for preservation, but also for a larger purpose. Secret of the Omnitrix became a fan favorite as it provided answers to long-standing questions about the device while also further developing Ben's character and his heroic journey. Fact 26: Ben's transformation into Cannonbolt is another fan favorite. Cannonbolt has the ability to curl into a giant, armored ball and roll at high speeds, smashing through obstacles with ease. His design was inspired by the idea of a strong, defensive alien that could both protect Ben and take on larger threats. Cannonbolt's gentle nature contrasts with his fierce appearance, and he often uses his abilities more strategically than out of sheer power. His role is important as he shows that strength can come from defense as much as it does from offense. Fact 27: Kevin Levin, introduced as an antagonist in the early episodes, is a character whose relationship with Ben evolves over time. Kevin has the ability to absorb and mimic any material he touches, including the powers of aliens Ben transforms into. Initially driven by personal gain, Kevin's character arc explores his internal struggle with power, redemption, and his complicated friendship with Ben. As the series progresses, Kevin becomes an ally to Ben, showing that even the most complicated relationships can evolve into something positive, providing a rich emotional layer to the storyline. Fact 28: Ben 10's storytelling is filled with themes of responsibility, but one of the key ideas explored is that of personal growth. Throughout the series, Ben has to learn that his actions have consequences, both for himself and those around him. He often struggles with the burden of being a hero, especially at a young age. The show addresses how difficult it can be to balance a normal life with the responsibilities of wielding great power, encouraging viewers to consider the weight of their own actions, no matter how small they may seem. Fact 29: Ben's ultimate nemesis, Vilgax, has had a profound impact on the series. Initially appearing as a fearsome, imposing villain bent on acquiring the Omnitrix for his own gain, Vilgax's character grows over time. His obsession with Ben and the Omnitrix fuels much of the drama throughout the early seasons. Despite being one of Ben's greatest adversaries, Vilgax's character is complex and his motivations evolve. His relentless pursuit of power, combined with his eventual realization that he may never control the Omnitrix, becomes a significant theme in the battle between good and evil. Fact 30: Ben 10 is unique for its ability to mix light-hearted moments with serious, sometimes even philosophical themes. The show doesn't shy away from addressing the emotional and psychological struggles Ben faces, from grappling with loneliness and identity to dealing with the weight of responsibility. The contrast between the series' fun, fast-paced action sequences and the deeper themes of growth and self-discovery adds depth to the narrative. This balance between action and introspection is one of the reasons the show resonates with both young and older audiences, offering layers that can be appreciated at any age. Fact 31: Ben 10's universe expanded beyond the original series with Ben 10 Alien Force, which introduced a more mature Ben Tennyson. Now 15 years old, Ben faced more complex challenges and grew into his role as a hero. The shift in tone allowed the series to tackle deeper themes, such as the consequences of power and the struggle for control. Ben's transformation into a more serious and reflective character resonated with older viewers, showcasing how a hero can evolve with time while still retaining the core traits that made him relatable and inspiring in the first place. Fact 32: the transformation into Upchuck is one of the more humorous but useful alien forms in Ben's arsenal. Upchuck has the ability to consume almost anything and then regurgitate it as a projectile. While his design is quirky, with a mouth constantly ready to consume, Upchuck's power is surprisingly effective in various situations. His transformation highlights how Ben can adapt to challenges in unusual ways. His playful and quirky nature brings some comic relief to the series, while also showing how even seemingly strange abilities can have strategic value when used wisely. Fact 33: in Ben 10 Alien Force, Ben's Omnitrix is replaced with the Ultimatrix, which allows him to unlock the ultimate forms of his alien transformations. These versions of the aliens are more powerful and can evolve in response to threats, making Ben an even more formidable hero. The Ultimatrix adds a layer of complexity to Ben's abilities, showing that his power isn't just about transformation, but also about adaptation. The introduction of the Ultimatrix marked a turning point in Ben's journey, as he had to learn to manage this new level of power responsibly. Fact 34: Ben 10's unique brand of humor is one of the key elements that set it apart from other superhero shows. Whether it's Ben's sarcastic quips, Grandpa Max's dry sense of humor, or Gwen's witty remarks, the series blends humor with its action and emotional depth. This balance makes the show accessible to a wider audience, keeping it lighthearted enough for younger viewers while also offering clever, layered jokes for older fans. The humor doesn't overshadow the serious moments, but instead complements them, making the show feel more grounded and relatable. Fact 35: the introduction of the character of Ben's father, Carl Tennyson, was a turning point in the series. While not a constant presence, Carl's return in later seasons added a layer of complexity to Ben's backstory. Carl's relationship with Ben was strained, leading to emotional and personal conflicts. His return sparked exploration of themes like forgiveness, family, and understanding. Ben's relationship with his father was far from perfect, but it served as a crucial element in Ben's emotional development, showing that even heroes struggle with their personal relationships. Fact 36: Ben 10's concept of alien DNA was revolutionary for its time. The Omnitrix allows Ben to absorb the DNA of various species, granting him access to their abilities. This idea sparked interest in the possibilities of genetic manipulation, cloning, and the ethics of bioengineering. While primarily a fun narrative device, the concept of altering one's DNA to become something else raised intriguing questions about identity, transformation, and the relationship between humans and other species. This blend of science fiction and superhero storytelling gave Ben 10 a unique, thought provoking edge. Fact 37: the alien Ben Mummy, introduced in Ben 10, Omniverse, is a classic example of how the series continued to explore creative alien designs. Ben Mummy is a humanoid alien with bandages covering his body, giving him the ability to manipulate sand and ancient powers. His design reflects the series' penchant for combining the fantastical with cultural references. Ben Mummy's role as an ally in Ben's journey reinforces the idea that every alien transformation offers new strengths and perspectives, further enriching the world that Ben inhabits while expanding the scope of his abilities. Fact 38. The Ben 10 franchise has expanded into several video games over the years, allowing fans to experience the action in an interactive way. From platformers to RPGs, Ben 10's video games often focus on using the Omnitrix to transform into various aliens to defeat enemies and solve puzzles. The games allowed fans to immerse themselves in the world of Ben 10 and play out their own adventures, transforming into their favorite aliens. These games also expanded the lore and storylines of the show, offering a new dimension to the universe that could be explored beyond the TV screen. Fact 39. The design of the Omnitrix itself is one of the most iconic aspects of the series. The device is worn like a watch, but its sleek, circular design is far from ordinary. The Omnitrix is a symbol of both power and responsibility, giving its wearer access to the DNA of countless alien species. Its visual design, with its glowing green centerpiece, became instantly recognizable. Over time, the Omnitrix's design evolved, especially with the introduction of the Ultimatrix, but the core concept remained the same, an object that could change the fate of its wearer and the world. Fact 40. Ben 10's legacy extends beyond television, as it has influenced a wide range of media, including comics, toys, and merchandise. The franchise's popularity led to the release of a number of comic book series, which expanded upon the adventures of Ben and his alien transformations. These comics allowed fans to experience new stories and even gave insights into characters and events not explored on the show. The merchandise, ranging from action figures to clothing, further solidified Ben 10's place in pop culture, as children and adults alike proudly displayed their connection to the series. Fact 41. Ben 10's expansion into a franchise wasn't limited to television and movies. The Ben 10 brand extended into a variety of animated shorts, comic books, and novels. These short stories, often released online or in magazines, offered additional adventures and deeper insights into Ben's universe. Through the comic series, readers got a chance to explore the personal lives of characters like Gwen and Kevin. These narratives allowed fans to experience more from the world of Ben 10, while also enhancing the depth and richness of the story beyond the primary show. Fact 42. The concept of heroes in training is a key theme in Ben 10, Alien Force. As Ben matures into a young adult, he faces more complex moral decisions and begins to understand the true weight of his responsibility. Throughout Alien Force, Ben's relationships with his family and friends are tested. His character develops from an impulsive child into a more thoughtful and calculated hero. This transition was key in making Ben 10 appeal to older audiences, as it explored themes of maturity, trust, and the internal conflicts faced by someone with great power. Fact 43. One of Ben's most powerful transformations comes with the alien Echo Echo. Echo Echo is a small, sound-based alien who can duplicate himself, creating multiple copies to overwhelm enemies. His design plays with the idea of sound and vibration, making him an interesting addition to Ben's arsenal. Echo Echo's ability to create a literal army of himself adds a unique strategic element to Ben's battles. Despite his small size, Echo Echo proves that even the most unassuming aliens can have a significant impact when used creatively in the right moment. Fact 44. Throughout the series, Ben's adversaries come from all walks of life and species. One of the most prominent villains, Dr. Animo, is a mad scientist obsessed with genetic manipulation and control. Known for his wild inventions and experiments, Dr. Animo frequently presents challenges to Ben. His primary goal is to control and mutate the world's creatures, giving him a complex, morally ambiguous view of science and technology. His obsession with bioengineering mirrors the show's ongoing exploration of the dangers and responsibilities tied to manipulating nature and genetic forces. Fact 45. The character of Vilgax stands out as one of the most compelling antagonists in the Ben 10 universe. Vilgax is a fearsome alien warlord who seeks the Omnitrix for his own ends. His relentless pursuit of Ben and the Omnitrix is motivated by his desire for ultimate power. Vilgax's character is marked by cunning intelligence, extreme strength, and a ruthless approach to achieving his goals. As one of Ben's most formidable foes, Vilgax is a central figure who pushes Ben to grow and mature, as their battles are filled with emotional and physical stakes. Fact 46. In Ben 10, Omniverse, the show introduced a new, younger version of Ben, taking a more playful approach to the series. This iteration of Ben, still young but with a more light-hearted and adventurous tone, offered a fresh perspective. Omniverse also experimented with different animation styles and character designs, bringing a modern twist to the Ben 10 universe. The shift in tone and design helped attract a new generation of fans while keeping the essence of the show intact. The series' colorful and quirky animation style provided a more fun atmosphere for younger audiences. Fact 47. The series often featured crossover episodes, blending Ben 10 with other Cartoon Network shows. These crossovers allowed characters from various universes to meet and interact with Ben, offering a unique twist on the typical superhero story. Episodes like The True Hero brought together characters like the Powerpuff Girls and Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. These crossovers were well received by fans as they introduced humor and chaos while allowing Ben to interact with other beloved characters. The crossovers also expanded the scope of the Ben 10 universe, showing how Ben's world could intertwine with others. Fact 48. One of the most emotional episodes of Ben 10 is Ben $10,000, which features a future version of Ben Tennyson. In this alternate timeline, Ben is older and more experienced, with the Omnitrix having evolved to give him even more powerful aliens. The episode explores the consequences of Ben's actions and the responsibility that comes with wielding the Omnitrix. It's a reflective story that gives Ben a glimpse of his potential future, showing him the importance of his decisions and how they shape the world around him, both in the present and in the years to come. Fact 49. The character of Charmcaster, introduced in Ben 10, Alien Force, brings a unique magical element to the series. As a powerful sorceress, Charmcaster is a formidable opponent who uses magic and spells to challenge Ben and his team. Her background, being tied to the dark arts, adds a mystical layer to the series, which otherwise focuses on science fiction and alien technology. Charmcaster's story is one of redemption, as she often finds herself caught between her desire for power and the relationships she develops with Ben and Gwen, highlighting themes of personal struggle and change. Fact 50. Kevin Levin's transformation from antagonist to hero was one of the most compelling character arcs in the Ben 10 franchise. Initially, Kevin's ability to absorb and mimic any material made him a dangerous foe, but as the series progressed, his motivations became more complex. Kevin's difficult past and struggles with power and identity shaped him into a more nuanced character. His eventual partnership with Ben, despite their history, represents growth and redemption, teaching viewers that people can change, grow, and make amends, no matter how difficult their past may be. Fact 51. The Omnitrix was initially meant to be a scientific device created by Azimuth to catalog the DNA of alien species. However, over time, it became a tool for heroism as Ben Tennyson discovered its power. This transition from a purely scientific object to a weapon of justice reflects a central theme of Ben 10, the duality of technology. While the Omnitrix was created for knowledge and preservation, it ultimately becomes a symbol of power, responsibility, and the choices made by those who wield it. Ben's journey represents the complexities of using powerful tools for good. Fact 52. Ben 10's ability to transform into a variety of aliens offers endless possibilities for storytelling. Each transformation brings new strengths and challenges, which constantly evolve throughout the series. This diversity allows the show to explore different genres, from action packed battles to strategic problem solving. Some aliens, like Diamond Head and Four Arms, bring immense power, while others, like XLR8 and Heat Blast, emphasize speed and agility. The balance between these abilities creates a dynamic, ever changing experience for the audience, keeping them engaged as Ben navigates the challenges of both the alien and human worlds. Fact 53. In Ben 10, Alien Force, the story's tone matured to reflect Ben's personal growth. As a teenager, Ben struggles with the weight of responsibility that comes with his powers. Unlike the younger, more carefree Ben of the original series, this version faces more serious moral dilemmas, questioning his role as a hero. His growth as a character is marked by his attempts to balance his human life with his heroic duties. The shift in tone helped the series reach an older audience while maintaining its core appeal of adventure and transformation. Fact 50. Ben's transformation into the alien, Stinkfly, showcases one of the more unusual and comical elements of the series. Stinkfly is a flying, insect-like alien with the ability to shoot toxic slime and fly at high speeds. His design plays into the concept of transformation as both a tool for battle and a comedic element. Stinkfly's humorous nature, paired with his unique abilities, adds variety to the show. It reflects how the Omnitrix's transformations are not only about power, but also about creative and unexpected ways to deal with challenges. Fact 55. One of the most pivotal episodes in Ben 10, Alien Force, is Ben 10,000, where the show explores an alternate future version of Ben. In this timeline, Ben has fully mastered the Omnitrix and becomes an even more powerful version of himself, known as Ben 10,000. This episode offers a glimpse into what Ben could become if he continued on his heroic path, showcasing how far he's come in terms of strength, leadership, and wisdom. The episode also raises important questions about destiny and the consequences of one's choices, making it a key moment in the series. Fact 56. In addition to his alien transformations, Ben's most iconic tool is the Omnitrix's unique watch design. The Omnitrix is visually striking, with its green, glowing centerpiece and rotating alien symbols. This design not only makes the device instantly recognizable, but also serves as a constant reminder of Ben's role as protector of Earth. The watch itself evolves over time, especially with the introduction of the Ultimatrix, a more advanced version that allows for further transformations. Its simple yet powerful design symbolizes the immense responsibility that Ben carries with him on every adventure. Fact 57. Kevin Levin's powers are an essential part of Ben 10, Alien Force. Initially an antagonist, Kevin can absorb and transform any material he touches into a weapon, making him a formidable adversary. His relationship with Ben is complicated, as Kevin's anger and resentment towards Ben's powers cause tension. However, as the series progresses, Kevin's motivations shift, and he learns to control his abilities in more constructive ways. His redemption arc is one of the more emotionally layered aspects of the series, showing that even those who make mistakes can grow and change. Fact 58. Ben's alien transformations go beyond physical powers to include unique abilities based on the alien's traits. One such alien is Wildvine, who has the ability to control plants and adapt to his surroundings. Wildvine's flexibility and organic nature allow him to grow vines, tendrils, and other plant based weapons, making him invaluable in strategic situations. His power reflects the show's theme of adaptability, showing how even natural abilities can become formidable tools for solving problems and defeating enemies. Wildvine also represents the idea of balance and harmony with nature, which contrasts with the more destructive aliens. Fact 59. The Omnitrix's design was inspired by both technological and biological concepts, creating a fascinating blend of science fiction and the natural world. This combination allows the Omnitrix to serve as a tool that not only stores DNA, but also facilitates the exploration of alien life forms. By allowing Ben to transform into these aliens, the Omnitrix becomes a vehicle for understanding different species, each with their own customs, technologies, and histories. The Omnitrix acts as a bridge between the human world and the broader universe, symbolizing the potential for knowledge and growth through exploration. Fact 60. One of the most popular alien transformations in Ben 10 is the transformation into Alien X, a being of near omnipotence. Alien X's abilities include reality manipulation, granting Ben the power to bend the laws of nature itself. However, the transformation comes with a significant cost. Alien X's personality is divided into three entities, each with its own voice and opinion. This inner conflict causes Ben to struggle with control, making Alien X one of his most powerful but unpredictable forms. The complexities of this alien highlight the theme of internal conflict and the consequences of absolute power. Fact 61. One of the most iconic aliens in Ben 10 is Ghost Freak, a creature with the ability to phase through solid objects and become intangible. Ghost Freak's design, inspired by ghosts and specters, is both eerie and intriguing. His transformation allows Ben to become an elusive, fearsome presence, capable of sneaking past enemies or evading attacks. However, Ghost Freak's true potential isn't fully realized until later in the series, when it's revealed that Ghost Freak is more than just a tool for battle. He is a sentient being with his own agenda, adding a layer of complexity to the Omnitrix's transformations. Fact 62. In Ben 10, alien force, the Omnitrix was replaced by the Ultimotrix, a more advanced version of the original device. The Ultimotrix allowed Ben to unlock even more powerful versions of his alien transformations, known as ultimate forms. These new versions of the aliens were far stronger and more aggressive, offering Ben even greater abilities to confront his enemies. The introduction of the Ultimatrix marked a significant shift in the series, as it signaled Ben's growth as a hero and his increasing mastery over the power of the Omnitrix, leading to more intense adventures. Fact 63. One of the more unusual transformations in Ben 10 is Cannonbolt, an alien who can roll up into a large armored ball. Cannonbolt's ability to smash through obstacles and enemies with his tough exterior makes him a powerful and practical form to use in physical confrontations. His design, which blends both strength and mobility, allows him to navigate various terrains and situations. Cannonbolt's transformations highlight the theme of adaptability in the series, showing how a hero can use their environment to their advantage. His strength is balanced by his need for strategy in certain situations. Fact 64. Ben's transformation into Wildmutt is one of the first aliens introduced in the series, and his appearance is unlike most of the other transformations. Wildmutt is a canine-like alien with enhanced senses, particularly his sense of smell. Wildmutt's unique abilities make him a useful ally when tracking enemies or navigating unfamiliar terrain. Despite lacking speech or complex intelligence, Wildmutt relies on instinct and his heightened senses to solve problems. This simple yet effective transformation reflects the series' theme of finding strength in unexpected places, showing that even the most basic creatures can possess great power. Fact 65. In Ben 10, Omniverse, the show introduced a new character, Rook Blanco, a skilled plumber who becomes Ben's partner in later seasons. Rook's introduction brought a fresh dynamic to the series, as he was less impulsive than Ben and offered a more calculated approach to their missions. Rook's technical expertise and knowledge of the plumber organization made him an invaluable ally to Ben. His calm demeanor and cool-headed nature contrasted with Ben's often reckless behavior, creating an interesting balance between the two. Rook's partnership with Ben added depth to the series, both emotionally and strategically. Fact 66. Ben's ability to transform into different aliens wasn't just a gimmick, it was central to his growth as a hero. Early on, Ben struggled with controlling his transformations, often turning into the wrong alien at the wrong time. However, over time, he learned to use the Omnitrix with greater precision and strategy. The show's underlying message is one of self-control and responsibility, as Ben's powers are both a blessing and a curse. His journey is one of learning to manage his newfound abilities and making the right choices, not just for himself, but for the greater good. Fact 67. Ben 10's legacy extended to toys, video games, and a wide range of merchandise. One of the most popular items was the Omnitrix wristwatch, which allowed kids to roleplay as Ben Tennyson and transform into their favorite aliens. Those toys became an integral part of the Ben 10 franchise, allowing fans to feel connected to the series in a tangible way. The Omnitrix toy was particularly beloved, as it recreated the experience of transforming into different aliens, letting fans immerse themselves in the world of Ben 10 outside of the show itself. Fact 68. The Ben 10 franchise has explored many different universes and timelines, including alternate versions of Ben himself. One of the most significant alternate versions is Ben 10,000, an older, more powerful version of Ben who has fully mastered the Omnitrix. Ben 10,000 is a fan favorite for his incredible abilities and wisdom, which are the result of years of experience. In the episode Ben 10,000, Ben is shown how different his future self could be, forcing him to consider his choices and their long term impact. The alternate version serves as both a warning and inspiration. Fact 69: Ben 10's success can also be attributed to its unique blend of science fiction and superhero tropes. The show borrows heavily from both genres, blending aliens and futuristic technology with the classic superhero dynamic of good versus evil. This mix of genres allowed Ben 10 to reach a wide audience, from kids to adults, by offering both thrilling action and thought provoking themes. The show's exploration of identity, morality, and responsibility set it apart from many other superhero series, providing depth while still offering the excitement of transformation and intergalactic adventure. Fact 70: the transformation into Overflow is another unique addition to Ben's alien lineup. Overflow is a water based alien with the ability to generate and control large amounts of water. His design is inspired by aquatic creatures, with a body made of water that can change shape and form. Overflow's powers make him a key asset in situations that involve water or flooding, highlighting the versatility of the Omnitrix. His presence in the series emphasizes the importance of versatility in combat, showing that having a wide range of powers makes Ben capable of overcoming any obstacle. Fact 71: Ben's transformation into Ben Mummy introduces an alien that represents both the ancient and the mysterious. Ben Mummy is a creature with the ability to control sand and summon powerful ancient powers. His design draws inspiration from mummies, with bandages wrapping around his body and a regal, ancient look. Ben Mummy's power to manipulate sand makes him versatile in various scenarios, particularly when needing to trap or create shields. His transformations highlight how the Omnitrix gives Ben not just physical power, but also the ability to tap into alien cultures and traditions, expanding his heroism beyond brute strength. Fact 72: Ben 10 frequently delves into the themes of family and teamwork, especially with the dynamic between Ben, Gwen, and Grandpa Max. Their family bond serves as a central pillar of the series. Gwen's magical abilities complement Ben's transformations, while Grandpa Max provides wisdom and experience. Their teamwork is often crucial to overcoming the challenges they face. As Ben matures, he learns that his strength as a hero doesn't just come from his powers, but also from the relationships he nurtures. This message of collaboration and support is essential to the heart of Ben 10. Fact 73: in Ben 10, Omniverse, the introduction of the Plumbers, an intergalactic organization dedicated to protecting Earth from alien threats, added a new layer to the storyline. The Plumbers are a secret organization that operates both on Earth and in space, dealing with alien technology, extraterrestrial beings, and other threats to humanity. This expanded universe gave fans deeper insight into the world Ben was protecting and showed the larger forces at play. The plumber's role in the series highlights the complexity of the challenges Ben faces and the support he receives in his journey. Fact 74: Ben's transformation into Cannonbolt is not just about strength, but also about speed and agility. Cannonbolt has the ability to curl into a ball and roll at high speeds, making him a perfect tool for getting past enemies or crushing obstacles. His tough, armored body is nearly indestructible, allowing him to endure attacks without taking damage. Despite his tough exterior, Cannonbolt is shown to have a caring and protective nature, making him more than just a powerhouse. His personality contrasts with his fearsome appearance, making him an interesting and multidimensional character in the series. Fact 75, Ben 10. Alien Force introduced a darker, more serious tone to the series, reflecting Ben's maturation as a character. As a 15-year-old, Ben grapples with more difficult decisions and the burden of being a hero. His character is no longer just a fun loving child, but someone who is starting to understand the complexities of morality and responsibility. The transition to this older Ben allowed for deeper storytelling, where the themes of friendship, family, and sacrifice were explored in more mature ways, offering a greater emotional depth to the show. Fact 76, Ben 10's world is filled with unique and powerful alien characters, each with their own backstory and abilities. One such alien is Terraspin, a wind based alien with the ability to manipulate air currents and create powerful whirlwinds. His design reflects the fluidity and force of air, and his powers allow him to control the battlefield in ways other aliens cannot. Terraspin's transformation is an example of how Ben's Omnitrix offers a diverse array of abilities, from elemental forces like fire and water to more abstract concepts like air and energy. Fact 77. The Ben 10 franchise features a variety of crossover events that bring characters from other animated series into the world of Ben. These crossovers have been a fan favorite, offering unique and entertaining combinations of characters. In episodes like The True Hero, Ben teams up with the Powerpuff Girls and other iconic Cartoon Network characters. These crossovers provide a playful twist on the show, allowing fans to see their favorite characters from different universes interact with Ben. They also help expand the Ben 10 universe, highlighting the interconnected nature of the Cartoon Network lineup. Fact 78. Kevin Levin's arc in Ben 10, Alien Force, is one of the most compelling character developments in the series. Initially introduced as a villain with the ability to absorb and mimic any material, Kevin's journey is one of redemption. Over time, he moves from being an antagonist to becoming one of Ben's trusted allies. Kevin's struggle with his powers, his troubled past, and his eventual partnership with Ben demonstrate themes of growth, of forgiveness, and the idea that people can change. His relationship with Ben evolves into one of mutual respect and understanding. Fact 79, Ben 10. Omniverse is known for its unique visual style, which marked a departure from the previous series. The show adopted a more colorful, cartoonish look with exaggerated features and a bolder, simpler design. This fresh approach attracted a younger audience while still keeping the core elements of the series intact. The series also featured a more interactive approach, with Ben encountering new alien species and environments. The revamped visual style gave Omniverse its own identity within the Ben 10 franchise, and its playful design choices helped emphasize the fun, adventurous spirit of the series. Fact 80, Ben's transformation into the alien known as Chromastone is one of the more visually striking and powerful of his forms. Chromastone is a crystalline alien with the ability to absorb and redirect energy attacks. His design features a translucent, gem-like body that is capable of reflecting light in stunning ways. Chromastone's ability to harness and manipulate energy gives him an edge in battles, allowing him to protect others and defeat enemies. His transformation is both beautiful and strategic, emphasizing how each of Ben's alien forms has a unique combination of powers that benefit different situations. Fact 81: in the Ben 10 franchise, one of the most memorable and visually distinctive transformations is that of Swampfire. A plant based alien, Swampfire has the ability to create and manipulate fire, while also being immune to it due to his plant composition. His design blends plant life with fiery elements, giving him a striking and unique appearance. Swampfire's power allows him to generate fireballs and create defensive barriers, making him a versatile choice for Ben in combat. Swampfire represents the balance between nature and destructive power, showcasing the diversity of abilities within the Omnitrix. Fact 82: Ben 10's growth as a character is marked by his evolving relationship with his cousin Gwen. As the series progresses, Gwen's magical abilities become more integral to the team, and her role expands from being a supporting character to a hero in her own right. Her powers, which include telekinesis and energy manipulation, complement Ben's alien transformations. Gwen's personal growth throughout the series highlights the importance of self discovery, and her ability to balance her strength and vulnerability adds depth to the show, making her one of the most complex and beloved characters in the Ben 10 universe. Fact 83: the Ben 10 franchise has a rich history of world building, with the introduction of various alien species and their cultures. One such species is the Galvans, the creators of the Omnitrix. Asmuth, a Galvan, is responsible for designing the device and giving it to Ben. The Galvans are highly intelligent and technologically advanced, and their role in the series highlights the show's blend of science fiction and mythology. Their involvement in the Omnitrix's creation brings a sense of depth to the show's lore, making it feel as though Ben's adventures are part of a larger intergalactic narrative. Fact 84: Ben 10's influence on pop culture extends beyond the screen, with the series inspiring a wide array of merchandise, including action figures, clothing, and even board games. The action figures, in particular, allowed fans to collect and play with their favorite aliens from the show. These toys brought the Ben 10 universe into the real world, allowing fans to feel connected to the story in a tangible way. The toys were especially popular as they allowed fans to simulate their own adventures with the Omnitrix, recreating key moments and inventing new stories for their favorite aliens. Fact 85: the Ben 10 franchise is known for its strong and diverse roster of villains, each with their own motivations and abilities. One of the most memorable of these is the alien villain, Vilgax. Vilgax is an alien warlord who relentlessly pursues the Omnitrix, hoping to use its power to conquer the universe. His pursuit of the device is one of the central conflicts of the early series, and his intense rivalry with Ben fuels much of the drama. Vilgax's complex motivations and his cold, calculating demeanor make him one of the most formidable and compelling antagonists in the series. Fact 86: in Ben 10's Omniverse, a new iteration of Ben was introduced, this time with a more playful and energetic tone. This version of Ben, still a young hero, is paired with Rook Blanco, a fellow plumber who helps Ben on his adventures. Rook brings a more methodical and calm approach to their missions, creating an interesting dynamic between the two. This version of Ben contrasts with the more mature and serious Ben seen in Alien Force, showing how the character can evolve while still maintaining his core qualities of courage and determination. Fact 87: Kevin Levin's relationship with Ben Tennyson is one of the most complex and dynamic in the Ben 10 universe. Initially introduced as a villain, Kevin's abilities, which allow him to absorb and mimic any material he touches, make him a formidable opponent. However, over time, Kevin becomes an ally, and his journey from antagonist to hero adds emotional depth to the series. His internal struggle with his powers, personal growth, and eventual friendship with Ben are central to the story, showcasing the theme of redemption and the possibility of change, even for those with a troubled past. Fact 88: The Ben 10 franchise expanded beyond the main TV series into multiple movies, with each one offering a deeper exploration of the characters and the Omnitrix. One of the most significant films is Ben 10, Secret of the Omnitrix, which delves into the origins of the Omnitrix and its connection to Ben. In this movie, Ben learns more about the true purpose of the device and its creators, the Galvans. The film also explores Ben's responsibility as the wearer of the Omnitrix, marking an important milestone in the series' overarching narrative and deepening the lore of the Ben 10 universe. Fact 89: In the Ben 10 series, Ben's transformations are often a reflection of the various themes explored throughout the show. One of the most interesting transformations is that of Upgrade, an alien that can merge with technology to enhance it. Upgrade's ability to modify machines and devices makes him an incredibly valuable asset in a variety of situations, especially when faced with technological threats. His design, which incorporates both organic and mechanical elements, reflects the series' exploration of how technology and nature can coexist, with Upgrade acting as a bridge between the two. Fact 90: Ben's journey as a hero is marked by his growth, not only in terms of his powers, but also his maturity. Early in the series, Ben is impulsive and often acts without thinking, relying on his transformations to get him out of trouble. However, as the series progresses, Ben learns the importance of making decisions based on more than just strength. His growth as a hero mirrors his emotional and intellectual development, with Ben becoming more thoughtful, strategic, and responsible over time. This evolution is one of the key elements that makes his character so relatable and enduring. Fact 91: One of the central themes of Ben 10 is the importance of responsibility. Ben's journey involves learning that the power he wields through the Omnitrix comes with great consequences. At the beginning of the series, Ben often uses the Omnitrix impulsively, without fully considering the impact of his actions. However, as the series progresses, he becomes more aware of the responsibilities that come with his powers. This maturation process is key to his character development, showing that true heroism is not just about strength, but about making the right choices in the face of great power. Fact 92: In Ben 10 Alien Force, the introduction of a more mature Ben marks a shift in the tone of the series. As a 15-year-old, Ben faces more complex villains, including the Hybrid, a race of powerful and ruthless aliens. The Hybrids serve as one of the most serious threats in the Alien Force timeline, challenging Ben and his team in ways that force them to push their limits. The introduction of these new, more powerful adversaries highlights the growing stakes of Ben's adventures as he faces increasingly dangerous enemies in his role as a protector. Fact 93: Ben's transformations are often a reflection of his own personality, and one of the most interesting is the alien called Upchuck. A quirky, humorous alien with the ability to eat anything and then spit it back out as a projectile, Upchuck is both an oddball and a strategic ally. Despite his seemingly comedic nature, Upchuck's transformation is often a clever solution to problems that Ben can't solve with brute force alone. This alien highlights the series' theme of using intelligence and creativity, showing that not all heroes need to rely on strength to win the day. Fact 94: the Ben 10 franchise has introduced a variety of supporting characters that play pivotal roles in Ben's journey. One such character is Gwen's mentor, Verdona, who helps Gwen unlock her magical abilities. Verdona is a member of the Anodite species, a race of powerful beings who can manipulate energy and magic. Gwen's connection to her grandmother deepens the magical aspect of the Ben 10 universe, showing how Gwen's powers are not just inherited, but are part of a much larger legacy. Her magical abilities give the team a valuable edge against supernatural and extraterrestrial threats. Fact 95: Ben's encounter with the alien, Chromastone, is one of the more memorable and powerful transformations. Chromastone's crystalline form allows Ben to absorb and redirect energy attacks, making him a formidable force against energy-based foes. His unique ability to convert energy into powerful blasts or shields makes him an excellent choice for defense and offense. Chromastone's design, with its translucent, gem-like body, adds a visually stunning element to Ben's transformations, and his strategic use of energy manipulation adds depth to the series' combat tactics. Fact 96: in Ben 10 Omniverse, the show introduced a new antagonist, the mysterious alien warlord known as the Evil Ben. This version of Ben, who possesses dark and twisted versions of the Omnitrix aliens, serves as a direct reflection of Ben's darker impulses. Evil Ben's powers make him one of the most dangerous versions of Ben, as he has the ability to use his transformations in ways that Ben himself cannot. The introduction of this character explores the idea of duality and the potential for corruption, showing how power can be used for both good and evil. Fact 97: Ben 10. Alien Force expanded the universe of Ben 10 by introducing new alien species, some of which would become key characters in later series. One such character is the alien known as Ben Mummy, an ancient sand-based creature with the ability to manipulate sand and summon powerful storms. Ben Mummy represents the series' exploration of ancient myths and mysteries, bringing a new layer of depth to the alien transformations. His design draws from Egyptian mythology, adding a rich cultural aspect to the Ben 10 universe, while showing how diverse and creative the Omnitrix's selections can be. Fact 98: Kevin Levin's role in Ben 10. Alien Force and Beyond is significant not only because of his powers, but also due to his troubled past. Once a villain, Kevin's complex relationship with Ben, who he initially resented, evolves over time. Kevin's ability to absorb and manipulate any material makes him both a threat and an ally, depending on his emotional state. His journey of redemption is one of the most compelling arcs in the series, showing that even those who have made mistakes can change, grow, and contribute to the greater good when given the opportunity. Fact 99: Ben's transformation into the alien Armadillo introduces a creature with the ability to drill through the earth, making it one of his most versatile and effective forms for exploration and combat. Armadillo's design, which features powerful forearms and an armored body, reflects his ability to withstand extreme environments while also giving him a formidable presence in battle. His ability to tunnel through solid ground allows Ben to outmaneuver opponents and access hidden areas, emphasizing the strategic nature of many of Ben's alien transformations, which go beyond physical strength to include unique advantages in various situations. Fact 100: Ben 10 has always been a series that explores the concept of identity, especially with Ben's ability to transform into various alien beings. One of the most intriguing aspects of the series is how Ben's various transformations allow him to explore different aspects of his personality. Each alien form Ben assumes represents a different facet of his character: strength, agility, intelligence, creativity, or empathy. Through these transformations, Ben learns not only about his own potential, but also about how others might view the world, reflecting the series' deeper message about understanding and embracing one's own identity. Fact 101: one of the most intriguing elements of Ben 10 is its exploration of the consequences of power. As a young hero, Ben is thrust into situations where he must not only rely on his transformations, but also learn how to use them responsibly. His actions often lead to unintended consequences, both for himself and the people around him. This theme of responsibility is woven throughout the series, reminding viewers that power, while exciting, requires careful thought and consideration. Ben's growth as a hero is marked by his increasing understanding of the impact his choices have on the world. Fact 102: in Ben 10, Alien Force, the series delves deeper into the background of the Omnitrix, showing its origins and how it connects to the broader universe. Asmuth, the creator of the Omnitrix, initially intended for it to be a tool for studying alien life, not a weapon. However, when Ben stumbles upon it, the device becomes a means of protecting Earth from a host of alien threats. This shift in purpose reflects the larger theme of destiny within the series, showing how even the most unexpected events can lead to a path of heroism and responsibility. Fact 103: Ben 10's ability to transform into various aliens is a central aspect of the show's appeal. Each alien form not only brings a unique power, but also has distinct personality. One such alien is Upchuck, a quirky and humorous character with the ability to eat anything and then spit it out as a projectile. While his transformation may seem silly, it's an example of how Ben 10 mixes fun and functionality. Upchuck's abilities often provide creative solutions to problems, demonstrating how each alien's powers are not just for combat, but also for problem solving in everyday situations. Fact 104: the transformation into the alien, Diamond Head, is one of the most iconic in the series. Diamond Head's body is made of crystal, which grants him both durability and the ability to create sharp, crystalline weapons. His design is striking, with his jagged, translucent body giving him a unique, otherworldly appearance. Diamond Head's strength and resilience make him an essential form for Ben when facing powerful opponents. However, his transformation also highlights the series' emphasis on strategy, as Diamond Head's abilities are often more effective when used creatively, especially when creating barriers or weapons from his own body. Fact 105: the Ben 10 franchise has inspired a wide range of merchandise, including toys, video games, clothing, and even food products. The action figures, in particular, became incredibly popular, allowing fans to collect and play with their favorite aliens from the show. The toys featured detailed versions of Ben's transformations, giving fans the opportunity to recreate the adventures from the series. These toys were designed to be interactive, with some allowing kids to transform into aliens, just like Ben. The merchandise helped to cement Ben 10 as a global phenomenon, extending its reach beyond television. Fact 106: Kevin Levin's powers are one of the most unique in the Ben 10 universe. His ability to absorb and mimic any material he touches allows him to turn any substance into a weapon. This power makes Kevin both an asset and a threat, as he can absorb the abilities of Ben's aliens. Initially, Kevin uses his power for personal gain, but as the series progresses, he begins to learn how to control his abilities for good. Kevin's character arc explores themes of redemption as he goes from being one of Ben's most dangerous enemies to one of his closest allies. Fact 107: Ben 10's relationship with his grandpa Max plays a crucial role in the series. Grandpa Max, a former plumber, provides Ben with wisdom and guidance throughout his journey. His experience with alien threats and knowledge of the plumber organization allows him to help Ben navigate the challenges they face. Grandpa Max's calm, steady presence contrasts with Ben's impulsive nature, creating a balanced dynamic between the two. As the series progresses, Grandpa Max becomes not just a mentor, but also a protector, showing how the bond between family members can be both nurturing and vital in the face of adversity. Fact 108: One of the most powerful transformations in the Ben 10 series is that of Alien X. Alien X possesses reality altering abilities, allowing Ben to manipulate time, space, and matter. However, the transformation comes with its own challenges. Alien X's personality is split into three separate entities, each with its own perspective and voice. This internal conflict makes it difficult for Ben to control the alien, often leading to moments of uncertainty and frustration. Alien X's powers highlight the theme of responsibility, showing that even the most powerful abilities require careful thought and collaboration. Fact 109: Ben 10's Omniverse introduced a fresh art style and tone that was both playful and dynamic. The series adopted a more colorful and exaggerated visual design, with characters sporting a more cartoonish appearance. This new style helped attract a younger audience, while still maintaining the core themes of the series. The show's more humorous tone in Omniverse provided a fun contrast to the more serious tone of Ben 10: Alien Force, offering a more lighthearted take on Ben's adventures. Despite the change in style, the series retained its focus on action, teamwork, and self-discovery. Fact 100: The Ben 10 universe has introduced many unique and powerful alien forms over the years, but one of the most strategic is Jetray. Jetray is a flying, manta ray-like alien with the ability to shoot powerful beams of energy from his eyes. His design combines both aquatic and airborne traits, making him versatile in a variety of situations. Jetray's speed, and agility in the air allow Ben to outmaneuver enemies and explore different terrains, demonstrating how the Omnitrix's aliens provide Ben with a wide range of abilities that go beyond physical strength to include speed and precision. Fact 111: One of the most compelling aspects of Ben 10 is the diverse range of alien species Ben encounters throughout his journey. Some of the most unique and fascinating aliens are the ones with distinct powers that challenge Ben in new ways. For example, Upchuck, a creature that can consume anything and then spit it back out as a projectile, brings a humorous yet strategic element to the show. His quirky abilities show that not all heroes need to rely on strength alone, proving that creativity can be just as powerful in solving problems. Fact 112: Ben's transformation into a character known as Accelerate was a fan favorite due to the alien's incredible speed. Accelerate's design is sleek and aerodynamic, giving him the ability to outrun nearly anyone and anything. This speed allows Ben to complete tasks and evade enemies at an incredible pace. Accelerate's ability to move faster than the human eye can perceive creates thrilling action sequences that make him one of the most exciting transformations in the Ben 10 universe. His design and powers emphasize the idea that agility can be as effective as brute strength in any battle. Well, fact 113: one of the most iconic episodes in Ben 10, Alien Force, is Ben 10,000, where viewers are introduced to a future version of Ben Tennyson. In this timeline, Ben has grown older and more powerful, having mastered the Omnitrix. Ben 10,000 is shown to possess more advanced versions of his alien forms, becoming a legendary figure in the fight against evil. This episode is significant because it allows Ben to see what his future could look like, giving him a glimpse of the responsibilities and sacrifices that come with his powers as he matures. Fact 114: in Ben 10, Omniverse, the show introduces the character Rook Blanco, a fellow plumber who teams up with Ben in later seasons. Rook is initially a more serious, methodical hero who contrasts Ben's impulsive and playful nature. His inclusion in the series allowed for fresh dynamics between the characters, and his strong moral compass provides a stabilizing force to Ben's more unpredictable behavior. Rook's partnership with Ben also demonstrates the importance of teamwork, showing that sometimes heroes work best when they combine their strengths and learn from each other's different approaches to challenges. Fact 115: the alien known as Four Arms is one of the first aliens Ben transforms into, and it quickly becomes one of the fan favorites. With his superhuman strength and four muscular arms, Four Arms is capable of incredible feats of power. His design is imposing, with a muscular, red-hued body that makes him instantly recognizable. Despite his intimidating appearance, Four Arms is often portrayed as a loyal and compassionate character. His transformation reflects the series' theme of strength being not just physical, but also about character, loyalty, and responsibility in the face of danger. Fact 116: throughout Ben 10, the Omnitrix is both a tool and a symbol of responsibility. Created by the Galvans, the Omnitrix was originally designed as a way to preserve and understand alien DNA. However, when it falls into the hands of Ben Tennyson, it becomes a device that shapes his destiny as a hero. The Omnitrix allows Ben to assume various alien forms, each with its own abilities, but also forces him to confront the consequences of wielding such immense power. The device's role in the series underscores the weight of the choices Ben must make as a protector. Fact 117: Ben 10's world is filled with unique, memorable villains, many of whom are also aliens. One of the most iconic is Vilgax, a ruthless warlord who serves as one of Ben's primary antagonists. Vilgax's relentless pursuit of the Omnitrix, along with his incredible strength and intelligence, make him one of Ben's most dangerous foes. His cunning and strategic nature often force Ben to outthink and outmaneuver him rather than rely on brute force alone. Vilgax's complex motivations and his relationship with Ben add depth to the series, as he is more than just a typical villain. Fact 118. The character of Gwen Tennyson is integral to the Ben 10 series, not just as Ben's cousin, but as a powerful hero in her own right. Gwen's magical abilities, which include telekinesis and energy blasts, make her a valuable ally to Ben. Her powers evolve over the course of the series, and she becomes increasingly adept at using them to help protect the world. Gwen's character arc explores themes of personal growth, responsibility, and the balance between power and compassion. Her partnership with Ben shows that teamwork, especially between family members, is essential for success. Fact 119. Ben's transformation into the alien Spitter introduces another unique power. Spitter has the ability to shoot corrosive acid from his mouth, which makes him effective in battle against a variety of enemies. His design, which includes a long serpentine body and the ability to shoot acid from multiple angles, makes him an interesting addition to the Omnitrix. Despite his somewhat unsettling appearance, Spitter's abilities are both versatile and effective, showing that not all of Ben's transformations are traditional powerhouses. Some are more about using unconventional methods to solve problems and defeat enemies. Fact 120. The Ben 10 universe features a host of intergalactic heroes and villains, many of whom come from different worlds and dimensions. One such character is Ben's future self, Ben 10,000. This version of Ben represents everything he could become: stronger, wiser, and more experienced, with mastery over the Omnitrix and its many transformations. Ben 10,000's character arc explores the idea of destiny and choice, as Ben is shown what his future could look like if he continues on his current path. This glimpse into the future encourages Ben to make better choices as he matures into a true hero. Fact 121. In Ben 10 Omniverse, the show introduced a variety of new alien transformations for Ben, adding even more diversity to his arsenal. One of the most unique was Blocks, an alien made of blocks who can manipulate his own form to become larger or rearrange his pieces into different shapes. Blocks' design and abilities make him an interesting and flexible alien for Ben to use, particularly when dealing with obstacles or enemies that require strategic problem solving. His adaptability in both offense and defense showcases the creative potential of the Omnitrix's transformations. Fact 122. Ben's transformation into Wrath is one of the most dynamic and aggressive aliens in his arsenal. Wrath's personality is marked by immense strength, speed, and an almost reckless enthusiasm for fighting. His tiger-like appearance, combined with his fierce fighting style, makes him one of Ben's most intense forms to use in battle. Wrath's power lies in his raw strength and his unrestrained nature, offering a contrast to the more measured approach of other aliens. Despite his ferocity, Wrath also has moments of humor, making him one of the most memorable and entertaining aliens in the series. Fact 123. The Ben 10 franchise's emphasis on family is central to the series' emotional core. Ben's relationships with his cousin Gwen and Grandpa Max evolve over time, reflecting themes of loyalty, trust, and personal growth. Gwen's magical powers complement Ben's alien transformations, and their teamwork is vital in their adventures. Grandpa Max, as a former plumber, provides wisdom and experience, guiding the younger characters. The family dynamic highlights the importance of working together and supporting one another, even in the face of overwhelming odds, making their bond central to Ben's journey as a hero. Fact 124. The character of Asmuth, the creator of the Omnitrix, plays a significant role in the series' mythology. A highly intelligent Galvan, Asmuth originally designed the Omnitrix as a way to preserve and understand alien DNA, but his creation quickly becomes a tool for Ben to protect Earth. Asmuth's personality is marked by his aloofness and initial disapproval of Ben's use of the Omnitrix, seeing him as an imperfect choice for the device. However, over time, Asmuth's character evolves, and he recognizes that Ben's heart and actions are what make him a true hero. Fact 125. One of the most fascinating aspects of Ben 10 is the way it explores the concept of identity through Ben's transformations. As Ben shifts from one alien form to another, he not only changes physically, but often takes on new traits and behaviors. Each alien transformation allows Ben to experience life from a different perspective, offering him insights into the various strengths and weaknesses of the species he becomes. This exploration of identity highlights how our perceptions of ourselves and others can change depending on the roles we take on and the experiences we go through. Fact 126. The Ben 10 series is known for its unique blend of action, humor, and heartfelt moments. While the show features intense battles and high stakes adventures, it also takes time to explore the emotional journeys of its characters. Whether it's Ben learning to take responsibility for his actions, Gwen mastering her magical abilities, or Kevin struggling with his powers and past, Ben 10 explores the complexities of growing up. These deeper moments are balanced by the show's humor, making it an engaging experience for viewers of all ages and reminding them of the importance of personal growth and change. Fact 127. Ben 10 expanded its universe through multiple films, each offering unique insights into the series' lore and characters. One of the most significant films is Ben 10, Secret of the Omnitrix, which delves into the origins of the Omnitrix and its true purpose. The movie reveals how Ben's connection to the device is more profound than simply being its wearer and showcases the stakes of the Omnitrix's power. This film adds depth to the mythology, answering many questions fans had about the device while also advancing Ben's journey as a hero who is growing into his destiny. Fact 128. The Ben 10 franchise is notable for its ability to evolve while staying true to its roots. Ben 10, Omniverse introduced new characters and a fresh animation style, allowing the series to reach a new generation of fans. Despite the shift in tone and visuals, the core elements of the show remained intact. Ben's growth as a hero, his powerful transformations, and the bonds he shares with Gwen and Grandpa Max. This balance of change and continuity helped keep the series fresh while maintaining the familiar themes and storytelling that fans had come to love. Fact 129. Ben's transformation into Heat Blast remains one of the most iconic and recognizable of his alien forms. Heat Blast is a fiery alien whose body is made of molten rock, capable of generating intense heat and fireballs. His design, with flames emanating from his body, makes him an unforgettable character in the Ben 10 universe. Heat Blast is also one of the first transformations Ben uses in the series, establishing the Omnitrix as a device with immense power. Heat Blast's fiery personality matches his abilities, making him a fitting choice for Ben when facing powerful threats or situations requiring force. In fact 130, in Ben 10, Alien Force, the introduction of the hybrid aliens presented a new level of danger for Ben and his team. The hybrid are a genetically superior alien race that believes in the purity of their species, which leads them to view other beings as inferior. Their ruthless, xenophobic nature makes them formidable adversaries. The hybrids serve as a reminder that not all threats in the Ben 10 universe are physical. Some are rooted in ideology, creating moral dilemmas for Ben and his friends as they fight to protect the universe from these prejudiced aliens. Fact 131: Ben 10's legacy is not just about the Omnitrix, but also about the connections it helps Ben form with others. His relationships with Gwen, Grandpa Max, and even Kevin showcase how the series emphasizes teamwork and trust. Ben's powers are only part of what makes him a hero. His ability to work with others and form bonds is just as important. Throughout the series, Ben learns that he cannot always face challenges alone, and that collaboration, empathy, and support from friends and family are essential to overcoming the most difficult obstacles in his path. Fact 132: in Ben 10, Omniverse, one of the new characters introduced was the alien called Ball Weevil. This creature has the ability to expand and contract its body, giving it a unique ability to outmaneuver enemies or escape tricky situations. Ball Weevil's quirky design, combining a round shape with organic features, adds a touch of humor to the series. This transformation demonstrates how the Omnitrix holds an endless variety of alien forms, each offering a new set of abilities and perspectives. Ball Weevil's design emphasizes the creativity in the show's character and alien creation process. Fact 133: the concept of the Ben 10 universe is rooted in both science fiction and mythology. The Omnitrix itself blends alien technology with the idea of genetic manipulation, allowing Ben to tap into the powers of different species. This fusion of advanced technology and organic life forms ties into the show's overarching themes of exploration, discovery, and the consequences of altering nature. Ben's transformation into aliens represents not just the variety of abilities he gains, but also the deep connection between technology and biology. The Ben 10 universe, making the Omnitrix a bridge between these two worlds. Fact 134: Ben's transformation into Upgrade allowed him to merge with and upgrade technology, making him one of the most strategic aliens in the Omnitrix. Upgrade's ability to enhance machinery and turn technology into powerful tools makes him invaluable, especially when dealing with tech-based threats. His design, which is sleek and metallic, reflects his nature as a being of both technology and organic life. Upgrade's powers represent the blending of two worlds, and he is a reminder of how innovation and adaptability can be as powerful as brute force in problem solving and heroism. Fact 135: in Ben 10, Alien Force, Ben's character development is central to the narrative. No longer the carefree 10-year-old from the original series, this older version of Ben faces more complex challenges. He wrestles with his responsibility as a hero and the weight of the decisions he must make. The shift in tone allows the show to explore deeper themes, such as the cost of heroism, the burden of power, and the struggle for identity. Ben's maturation is a key element of the series, showing how even the most powerful heroes must grow and change over time. Fact 136: Kevin Levin's journey from villain to ally is one of the most compelling arcs in Ben 10. Initially introduced as a rival with the ability to absorb and manipulate materials, Kevin's transformation into a trusted companion is a testament to the series' message of redemption. His relationship with Ben evolves from one of animosity to mutual respect, as Kevin learns to control his powers and use them for good. This dynamic mirrors the larger theme of growth and change in the series, showing that even those who have made mistakes can become heroes in their own right. Fact 137: Ben's transformation into the alien Ripjaws gives him the ability to breathe underwater and survive in aquatic environments. Ripjaws is an amphibious creature with a shark like appearance and powerful jaws. His ability to dive deep into the ocean and interact with underwater species allows Ben to explore and tackle challenges that are inaccessible to other aliens. Ripjaw's design reflects the diversity of life in the universe, adding another layer of versatility to the Omnitrix. His presence in the series highlights the importance of adaptability, as Ben can tackle problems on both land and sea. Fact 138: Ben 10. Omniverse introduced a new visual style, which gave the series a more vibrant and bold aesthetic. The bright colors and dynamic character designs made it stand out, especially compared to previous iterations. The more exaggerated animation style was aimed at younger viewers, yet still retained the core essence of the series. This change was part of an effort to refresh the franchise and bring it into a new era, while maintaining the core themes of heroism, teamwork, and the vast diversity of characters and transformations that made the original series so beloved. Fact 139: One of the most important transformations in Ben 10 is that of Alien X, an alien of immense power with the ability to manipulate reality itself. However, Alien X is not just powerful. His internal conflict makes him one of the most complicated aliens in Ben's arsenal. The personality of Alien X is divided into three separate entities, each with its own voice and opinion, creating a dynamic where Ben must mediate between them to gain control. Alien X represents the theme of balance, showing that immense power often comes with great responsibility and internal conflict. Fact 140: The Ben 10 franchise continues to be a beloved part of animated television, influencing both fans and the creators of future animated series. Its mix of action, humor, and deeper moral lessons has made it timeless, appealing to both young and older audiences. From its iconic transformations to its complex characters, Ben 10 has left a lasting legacy. As Ben continues to grow and evolve, so does the impact of the series, inspiring new generations to embrace adventure, responsibility, and the power of teamwork. Ben's journey, filled with challenges and triumphs, is far from over. Thank you for drifting through these gentle facts about the world of Ben 10. May the warmth of these stories settle into your mind like the calm of a quiet night, and may your dreams be filled with adventure, wonder, and the peaceful strength of the many aliens Ben has come to know. Rest easy, knowing that even in the most extraordinary journeys, we find a path to growth, understanding, and the bonds that hold us together. Good night, dear friends. Sleep well, and let your heart find its quiet place to rest.